Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. It's Luis Suarez! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
That's a little off target. Raul.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's managed to get free. Not the most convincing of passes. Ambitious ball here. Oh, Red, nice interception. De Ligt. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Tchouaméni going forward. Messi. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's played through for him. They're urging him to shoot. They've got a corner here.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Saban looking to go forward now. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. De Ligt. No goals as yet. Suarez charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he is on the finish! And it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to...
He's rising! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Target.
And he's there to get it away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Out towards the flank. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's picked it up
What?
out wide.
Yes.
Getting up there!
Ooh.
Oh, it's come off the upright.
You only do header or what?
Rodri gathers from the goal kick. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good ball! And a
Ah, he
chance!
is not.
Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Après 28 minutes de jeu.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Wilshere. That's a good ball out wide. Messi providing an outlet. And the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Amazing.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself
Easy
there.
goal.
He's usually better than that.
Batistuta. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Sweet but great, bro.
that was
The pass
vital.
was
Nakata.
nice.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shevchenko. Batistuta takes a shot!
Go around, get the ball, DG. Yeah.
They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Après
Another
42
moment
minutes
of
de jeu,
magic, a real wow
le numéro
moment.
18.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected.
Oh, no question that's a
Hey,
foul.
just let me.
And he has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Oh, brilliant stop from Oblak! It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he was quick to react.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
And
additionnel.
here's Raul. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Shevchenko. Big chance! And that has been cleared. And the
Took
referee
my
has blown
Messi,
for
bro.
half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing and fast.
Le numéro 17.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Lovely, now then. Nakata really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Now, who's going to be first to this? Zanetti crosses. Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Modric.
Ah,
Costa Curta. He's in a good position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Wilshere. Rodri. Howson. Now Costa Curta.
Read
And
the
it's
pass
Messi.
correctly, bro.
Wilshere. Baresi makes the interception. Zanetti. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rodri. And it's Messi. For Wilshere. Messi. Messi is fouled.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9.
There is some activity
Luis
down on the
Suarez.
touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Le numéro 14. Modric.
Neymar.
À leur
Now
place,
it's Inzaghi.
le numéro 19. Filippo Inzaghi. Le numéro 20.
Pedri receives it in a good position here. Dani Olmo.
Oh, ketiga tadi, aduh.
Wilshere. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Shevchenko. Plays the ball back.
Bro,
They're really getting no time
how
to
did
think on the
10
ball here.
minutes to get the
And it's
ball
Wilshere. And that's been intercepted.
intercepted? There you go.
Chiellini. Pedri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi. Wilshere. This
Get
is a
the ball,
promising build-up.
guys.
And it's Rodri. And it's made its way to him. Rodri. Knocks it into space. Spread it left. He's picked his way through. And it's played in here. Messi. Wilshere. Sabah do have a chance to counter here. Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pedri. Wilshere opts for safety, and it's Wilshere. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's put paid to the danger.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well,
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Oh, it's a vicious effort.
what the heck? Saving this guy for...
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
A heavy challenge. That has not gone well. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Ribéry. Passing is crisp and sharp. De
This
Paul.
one.
Looking for options for movement.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Good looking ball.
Let's defend.
Now it's Eto'o. It's a really well measured ball. Eto'o. That is a brilliant interception. Pedri. Probing pass. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, some tackle that. Ribery. He came in hard, very hard.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Ruben Neves. Pass somewhat off target. Played into space. Chouameni. Searching pass he's played there. And no,
Right.
that was never going to make it.
This guy's so lucky, bro.
And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination.
Play against lucky people, bro. Oh. It's fine, I guess. In another life. Count has been restored. Okay.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shevchenko. Zakaria. He's a sharp little ball here. He can run onto that. Picked out brilliantly. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Luis Suarez. And it's Hullet. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Referee, bro, it's clean tackle, man.
Oh, beautifully shaped ball. That's a sharp pass. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Yeah. Good ball, good take. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Zakaria. Silvestre. Ball's gone out of play. And he skips past his man, and he lines up a cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Paris Saint-Germain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard. And
Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
well, yet another interception and
Shoots! But he's left disappointed.
yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Shevchenko. Tchouameni really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility.
Goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks.
What's
Now
wrong
it's just a
with
matter
the
of making at least one of them count.
Just go policeman there. It's a power shot.
That's going wide left. Flings it across. Dani Olmo.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Zakaria. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Now that looks a decent ball. And Hullet!
Oh, it's a
Oh, he's
winning.
managed to get it all
Going
wrong.
crazy,
running.
bro.
It
I
makes life
shot
so
like
much easier when you
10,000
have
times.
people
No
who are willing to go
stop it.
beyond the defence like that.
This guy.
No, that's been intercepted. Dani Olmo. Modric. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now this could be a chance. Dani Olmo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Dani Olmo is offering a wry smile there.
Good finish shot. Didn't finish that guy.
Wan-Bissaka. Desai is... Oh, terrible pass. He's got away. Luis Suarez. And it's been hooked away. What a throw in. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's a very... Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, yeah.
Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
À 39 minutes de jeu. Le numéro 9.
VDMF. Come on, bro.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, just skips past his man. No foul, says the referee. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Vieira. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
So long, just a turn.
Get a
Come
throw in.
on, bro.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Temps additionnel.
Now, can they get him away? Shevchenko driving on and making good progress. Great defending, strong and determined. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Paris Saint-Germain have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Second period is on the way. Paris Saint-Germain currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Zakaria. This is a promising build-up. And here's Hullet. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that takes a shot!
Ooh.
And he nearly went all the way.
Ibrahimovic certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Ibrahimovic. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. So, what can they make of this? Zanetti. And they've got a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Dani Olmo. Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable man. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Any normal goalkeeper wouldn't catch it, bro.
Chouameni.
That's too tall.
Works it forward. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Hullet. Paris Saint-Germain are still that goal to the good. And he's intervened well there. Chouameni. And they can counter here.
This defense.
Modric has the space to scheme. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. And this is Raul. Nice physical challenge. Messi, and this real chance! Oh, good finish! they're looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Passes short and sharp. Zanetti. Modric. Chouameni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, to him,
Driving
bro.
forward. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Thank you.
Messi going forward. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Decent chance!
This is the time you need that pace.
I cannot stop
Oh, some tackle that.
too fast.
Raul. And here's Suarez. Middlesbrough are looking to break at pace. Tries to play it through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Suarez.
Suarez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Shevchenko. Looking to play him in. And it's been played through.
Middlesbrough truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Got you out of it.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Knocks it into space. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Short changes him with that pass. Paris Saint-Germain can consider themselves just about safe now.
Kill the guy where he jumped.
Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ibrahimovic. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Lama
Little doubt, that
anjing.
is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Mangkok.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Oh, great save!
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And that is as far as it goes. Paris Saint-Germain can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here.
Easy. Just It's a quick stream, bro. Where are you always down?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature.
Oh my
Who
god,
could
this
make
game
the
is a good
difference?
cook.
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence... Can he finish? It's wide, but only just.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Threads one in.
You cannot stop Owen.
That is
Okay.
expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
And the keeper's decent chance! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game.
You
They
give
didn't
away, bro. I
envisage
give
that.
you give. Where's mine?
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Belletti. Cross in, looks like a good one.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He is through here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Owen! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Crosses it in. Terrific effort! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get on the end of this?
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Belletti. Belletti. Paris Saint-Germain
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making shots, surely! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That has not gone well. Marquinhos makes the interception.
Zigzag kan daarom.
Nakata. Some resolute defending there. Dani Olmo,
Straight.
and it's Messi.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Luis Suarez. And the through ball.
Not chasing. Ah! It took so
Great
long to
running
think.
on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Could have win that without. That's
Oh,
it
in.
on.
And he's being shifted off it. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Raul has got himself a free kick. Messi taking charge of the dead ball. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ball in towards the middle. And he shoots! And now a sudden chance to
You shot to
counter.
the middle, bro. Really?
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, shit.
And it's Owen. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Nakata. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Suarez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He might be in here. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nakata. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly
Good
tested.
runner as well.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, it's hit the post! Dani Olmo. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Paris Saint-Germain coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Makaleli. Lahm. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Messi. He has a look up. Gerrard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Raul making good progress. Oh, that's clever.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Raul receives him in a wide position. Paris Saint-Germain still behind thanks to that solitary strike.
No, not to him, bro.
Dani Olmo. Oh, that's a key interception. Chance for a shot! Off the post! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, important interception.
Man, attack, guys.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. And he's found a way past. It's Inzaghi! It's bounced back off the post.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Suarez,
They're
no
coming
Inzaghi.
again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! Goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Oh, let's win this, yes, sir.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Quality ball. So what can they make of this? Floated through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Owen. Nicely spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Owen! So, third corner of the game.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7, le numéro 22, le numéro 14.
Chiellini tries to clear.
Tutti, to
Numéro
Messi.
17.
Spread out to the left.
Le numéro 13.
Neymar plays it.
Thank
Header.
Ambrosini.
Hey,
Well, he certainly
double save,
wasn't in
De
the mood
Gea.
to take
Let's
any
go.
risks.
And it's Belletti. Tries to pass it through.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win
It was
this,
Modric.
it'll be fully deserved.
Okay. Well, it is what it is. Can you do?
Gerrard. Can he latch on to this?
Go, go, go.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Belletti. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, shooting chance! Superb by Inzaghi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Shevchenko. Manchester United have a free kick. And this is the big chance.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Neymar! They'll be quick to recover this.
Made it.
Succumbs to the pressure.
Corner.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Totti is there, and he can get that clear.
Temps additionnel,
And it's Lahm
3 minutes.
that shoots! No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Chiellini. Totti. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Waalaikumsalam.
And that's it, the pressure finally lifts. Paris Saint-Germain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly.
Someone's awareness at 98. Don't have a good goalkeeper, bro. Just taken too short. Juan Garcia. Same, but not same. Oh, this guy can jump very high.